I gotta point the camera up because I don't want any identifying information about where I work. So enjoy this ceiling. But I was thinking about some of the cringe in my childhood that I committed, and now that I have a kid of my own, it really puts into context just how not cringe it is for the adults. Because now with my own kid, I experience cringe unlike the world has ever seen on a daily basis. But it doesn't bother me. Someone might come in here, so I might have to pause. I don't know how to splice these together. But I have had these two like haunting cringe memories that have affected me my entire life. For cringe I've committed when I was probably his age, my son's age, like 6 years old. One was I was at this Christmas singing play thing, and I thought I was a big fan of the Jim Carrey's Grinch movie that just came out. And I was singing like him, like making all these weird ass mouth movements because I thought that would be cool. That would be really cool because I'd be just like the Grinch. And I can only imagine how horribly embarrassing it was for my mom. There was this other time where I rolled my eyes. I literally could not control it because I was like an atheist when I was 12. It made my mom really mad. And there was this other time where my family was taking a family photo out on this balcony. And I wanted to do this extremely gay gesture that looked like I was introducing a crowd to a stage performance where my hands were like, introducing! And I thought that was really cool. And it was super cringe. And when I was like 15, I would think of these memories and I would want to kill myself. But now I have a son, and he does shit like this all day, and it doesn't bother me at all, and I just think it's harmless. And now I feel much better, because now I know that my parents weren't cringing at me as bad as I think they might have. And here's just an example. He walked in, I was playing my video game. He walks in, and he sits on the corner of the table where the TV's at, and he like crosses his leg, and he asks me a ponderous question, like, do you have any friends? Just a really bizarre, feminine, just obscure question. And I called him out immediately. I said, who taught you to sit like that and say something like that? And he immediately knew that I was aware that he had just seen a YouTube video or a Netflix kids show where a character behaved in this way, and he wanted to immediately emulate it as quickly as possible to the nearest adult, which happened to be me. And I wasn't cringing at it because I remember when I was a kid, I would see media content where characters acted in a way that I thought was cool as a kid, and I would immediately rush to the nearest adult to emulate that behavior as quickly as possible. And then when I was a teenager, I cringed at it, but then as an adult, I'm like, wait, it couldn't even be helped. It couldn't be helped. That's just, kids do that. They'll exceed all expectations in how cringe they can be. And I don't know, I just think it's funny because I don't cringe at it. I think it's harmless. I think it's cute. I think it's them exploring the social realm to the best of their ability. And it's just so funny. He walks into the living room and he crosses his leg. I've never seen him do this. And he sits on the corner of this table like he is some kind of Wolf of Wall Street influencer trying to sell me something. A 6-year-old boy trying to sell me something. And then he asks me a question that he knows the answer to. And I just think, where you saw this from somewhere. Where did you get this behavior? And he immediately stood up and he was embarrassed.